Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And today, I want to shout out Kevin Reed, Silver Goddesses, 104 Days of Good Music, Reginae Favors, Bobby Hendricks, Sheena Verrett, Marvin Thompson, and Francis Webb. Thank you so much for your support and keep watching. We say, Black people say, that we are having an awakening. Well, we are not the only ones that are having an awakening. Our awakening has come after years of trying, of just trying to be. But other people are having awakening because they're having an experience that they've never had before, and it's opening their eyes. So I want you to listen to this woman.
One of the reasons white people hate black people is because we cannot tolerate black joy. We cannot tolerate black intelligence. We cannot tolerate black beauty. We cannot tolerate black confidence. We cannot tolerate black camaraderie. We cannot tolerate anything that frees a black person. We don't like black people to be educated. We don't like them to be successful. We don't want black judges. We don't want anything for black people that doesn't directly affect and entertain us.
Now, most of us already know that. We've always known that. Our parents knew it. Our grandparents knew it. Our great-grandparents knew it. Our great-great-grandparents knew it. We knew that. We have always known white people's insecurity. And that is why we can get along with them, because we don't have their insecurity. They have gone wrong in thinking that they are bigger than the program, that they are the creators of the universe, when they're not. They're just players in the universe. So they forgot their place. They don't have control over black excellence, and that's what they are missing. They have always missed that, and they will always miss that. But let's let her continue.
So we can have a black nanny. We can have a black house cleaner. We can have a black teacher. We can have a black coach. We can have black players. But only for the specific things that we feel comfortable with. I think I heard somebody say that white people are the ones that have the ancestors that were closely related to the apes.
And we've always known that too. Or we have known it for a long time, that they are the ones that procreated with those troglodytes. We didn't. So anything that they don't like about themselves, they will put on us. So that's why they're always calling us monkeys and apes and chimps and things like that, because they're trying to distance themselves from the thing in them that they don't like. You understand?
We are Neanderthals. We're fucking pale monsters. I really hate being white sometimes.
There you have it. I have entitled this video, "You Can't Take Away Black Joy." The reason they can't take it away is because they didn't give it to us. We sing a song in church, "This joy I have, the world didn't give it and the world can't take it away." And that is what white people are not understanding. Our ancestors believed in God when they had no earthly reason to believe. Our grandparents believed in God when the laws said they were less than human. We believe in God because many of us believe that that is where our joy comes from. Not from circumstances, not from approval, and not from systems. You can't take away what you didn't give. So the joy of Black Americans is built around something that no earthly person has control over. So that's why we say The world can't take it away because the world didn't give it. And there is a higher power operating in many of us because we took pain and turned it into rhythm. We took struggle and turned it into style. We took trauma and turned it into testimony. Black culture is joy in motion. When you can take the worst thing that happened to you and turn it into something beautiful that the world reveres, that says something about you. Our enslaved ancestors knew that they were in a bad predicament, but what they also knew was that they were bigger than what was happening to them. And when you listen to the spirituals, because I grew up with the spirituals, they knew that they were not in that by themselves. They knew that there was a higher power, even though they were having a rough journey. When you listen to the spiritual, above my head, I hear music in the air. There must be a God somewhere. They made that up during the slavery days. They knew there was a God somewhere controlling things, even though their particular predicament was bad. And so they prayed for deliverance, they prayed for liberation, and they prayed for a better day. And they got it too. But they were working with people who believed in white supremacy. And that's where they went wrong. The mistake that white Americans and maybe even white people around the world has made is thinking that whiteness is bigger than God. It's not. The mistake is in thinking that oppression can out engineer divine joy, which is what we have, and it can't. They make the mistake of thinking that you can shame people out of their spiritual inheritance. You can't. And they make the mistake of thinking that you can take away something that was never theirs to give. That's the biggest mistake. Joy is not a privilege. Joy is not a personality trait. Joy is not a trend. Joy is divine. Black joy showed up in the cotton fields. It showed up in the churches. It shows up in the kitchens. It shows up in the juke joints. It showed up in protests. It showed up in baptisms, especially baptisms. Black joy showed up in barbershops and beauty salons. Black joy shows up at funerals. And if you've not been to one where the black joy showed up, you have missed it. And it also shows up in graduations. I think that joy is something that God gives you when the world thinks it has beat you down, it has defeated you. Then all of a sudden, God gives you joy. And then you're like, you can't stop me. You can't hold me back. You can't make me feel bad about myself. You're not the creator of me because God, that comes from God. Because if it was up to the world, we would be defeated by now. But we're not defeated. And I don't consider it defeat when you know you're dealing with a snake and the snake bites you. And then you say, oh my goodness, the snake isn't fair. The snake isn't just. I read between the lines, okay? So, no, you can't take away black joy. You can't regulate it. You can't shame it. And you can't confess it out of existence. We believe in God, the higher power, full stop. And because of that, we walk with joy. And that joy doesn't need permission because that joy is eternal. Now, you may not agree with this because some of you don't believe in God, but I do. I believe in God and I believe in the black church. I know that a lot of people have had a lot of bad experiences with the black church, but I haven't. The black church has not done me any harm. And I've heard some good sermons from white churches too. So I am not anti church. I'm very pro church. But anyway, let me know what you think and have a good day.